She's almost ready. Live from Huntertown, Indiana, it's Soarin Hawk on the air. Today we have some special friends with us. So today we get to choose a new name for our barn owl. And we have a visit here from Nonami, the eagle owl. That's not the official name, we're just holding on to that name. And of course, one of our other friends from the Flying Ambassadors, we have Monet with Julian. So we got Julian, Nicole, and Emily. And so we're going to go ahead and we're going to get, I know, how many entries did we get?
Quite a few. I didn't count them, but there are quite a few in there.
Like about 60 or so, wasn't it?
I'd say so,
About
yes.
60 entries? Okay, so we're going to find out what the name is for this beautiful little barn owl. And he's a juvenile, right?
We don't know.
We don't know. He looks young. And so anyways, he's been being trained, and he's going to join our crew of with Peabody and Indy. So we'll have a third barn owl. Last year, our barn owls almost did 60 programs apiece. So we got to share some of the effort out there. And this guy looks like he wants to go back to sleep. So he says, well, it's daytime. No, yesterday I saw a barn owl over my street there with hauling a snake across. And it was about a 1.5 foot long snake in midday. You know, so it was kind of like, whoa, wow. So, okay, without further ado, I'm going to go and I'm going to draw out a name here from the...
Can I just say one thing? I just want to say we had one ballot box at our ICU and one ballot box here at the pen. So these are all names that our volunteers put in the box. And we, like Bob said, we do have quite a few in there.
Did you get over the internet or anything?
I did get a few by email, yes.
Okay, so we have all those in there. So we're getting ready to draw out the new name for our barn owl. And here's the first name coming out. Let's see. Oh, Bob! Wow! Isn't that a surprise? Oh, I'm shocked. Well, geez, Bob, how do you feel? No, I'm sorry. I'm just putting you guys on a little bit. Just to see if you're awake back out there. So, okay, we're going to try this again. And let's see. Emily. Oh, and she has marshmallow.
Oh, marshmallow.
Wow. Do you think the fix is in on this? So.
No, not this time.
Marshmallow. How about that? Congratulations, Emily. There's supposed to be a $5 bill attached to this, isn't there? So this is Marshmallow, and so this bird's going to join Indy and Peabody with the rest of the Flying Ambassadors, and so she's going to be backup. So, but we do have our other friends here. We have the eagle owl. Can you believe this bird is 9 weeks old, and it's a male, so it's kind of a little on the small size for an eagle owl. And he has a lot to say about it. He says the fix was in on the names. So. Okay. So anyway.
Being a little camera shy, he's like, that's enough.
Now he's camera shy. Okay. Well, you know, so that's like all kids. You know, when you bring the camera out.
Yep.
So. Okay. So now he's watching the bees out there feeding on the flowers. You're okay. You got some experience here with the barn owl? What's he been doing?
He is quite calm for a barn owl. You go in, we can actually hand feed this bird. He'll step up just fine and back down. When he gets a little hot, he'll start panting, and actually he makes this honking sound, which is a very cute sound, but we try not to make him do that on purpose, so you won't hear him do that often.
So he's coming along, and pretty soon you'll be starting to bring him out in public.
Yep.
And so all Julian has to do is get him registered, right? Or is he already registered?
No, he's already registered.
Okay.
We do
Oh,
have
no,
one.
no. He's, yeah, the other two are, yeah, I
Okay.
start on him.
We do have a question. I don't know if we know where this bird came from originally. Somebody asked if it was the Gas City owl. I don't know.
I don't know either. So
Yeah, we'd have to check on that.
We'll check on it and let you know where he came from, but he is pretty tame. And then we have Jillian here. Okay. So we have Jillian here with Monet, the barn owl, and he's gotten his first vaccination right for West Nile.
Right.
So he's going to be spending more time out there. All our birds are inoculated for West Nile virus, so that because we have a lot of time and energy expended into the birds, and we want to keep them as healthy as possible. So these guys have all been at least gotten their first inoculations, and they have to get what, 2 more?
One more, I think.
One more? Okay.
Just one more.
Okay. And so after that, then they'll be out here. Fortunately, we don't have too many mosquitoes out here, and that's because we have a nice flock of barn swallows that are going around. And at night, we have bats that visit us because we can see them on our security cameras flying around at night, setting off the alarms.
That's pretty
so, so we have a lot of coverage out here. Everything is being kept natural as possible. We're trying to keep all the wildflowers as natural as possible. Introducing a few things on our planters and things to keep the bees happy. There's bee houses out here now for the carpenter bees, and pretty soon we're going to see if we can't get something for the honeybees. So we're going to be a pollinator prairie, and around here at night we do see a number of other critters. We do see we have a red fox that visits us about every other night, comes through. We have had a couple snakes in the yard. We have also have tree frogs that come up to the building because at night we have the security lights on, and they're coming up to get the as I understand it, Ginger enjoys the tree frogs.
Yep, she caught and ate a tree frog.
Oh, you're kidding.
She caught and ate a tree frog. Well, that's nature.
And we should also update everybody about our enrichment in Ginger, because she's been going crazy with her enrichment lately,
Yeah.
which was, she must have needed to be on camera first about it. And now she can enjoy it.
Well, for the next thing that we want to do today, we're going to walk out to our new aviary, and I think Bo's out there, and this is where we're going to start flying some of our birds so we can reduce our time with any Creance flying or anything like that. Get the birds turned around a little bit faster. So we're going to walk out here. We still have a few finishing touches to do, but let's go on out, take a walk. Excuse
Hold
me,
this for a minute.
Okay, Emily,
Just follow
get that
Bob. I'm
$5.
gonna get this.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. There's something good.
That's cool.
Nobody else is coming out with me? Okay. So, hi Ginger. How you doing, girl? Okay. And so, bear, the turkey vulture, we just made last week. We have some festivals that are going to be released, and we're going out. Oh, where's Bo?
Oh, well,
You don't have the bird yet. Okay.
well, the flock is different. But we're getting in.
We're locked. Okay. Somebody locked the door. So anyway, I'll bring you on out to the first aviary that we've completed. And it has a few things that have to be touched up in here. We do still have a safety chamber to put up here in the front. And then in the back, we're going to have a couple pools of water installed. And we've had a couple birds flying in here. Jeff just loves it, the bald eagle. He's flown around in here, and we've had a couple of the red tails in here. And so, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You got locked out, huh?
Yeah, new combination number, I guess.
Oh, you didn't have your magic decoder ring. Okay. So come on in.
So Nicole is going to be getting the bird. The bird right now is in its own mew with other light birds. So it's a red tail, so this will be a red tail that will be flying in here. This red tail has been in our care here at the pens about 2 months. There's some difficulties at first, and that's what we look for when we're rehabbing a bird. We want to make sure that they're ready 100%. But this bird that we're flying today, this was on my release, to be released list.
So anyways, and as you can see here, we have a nice seat. You know, now Bo can sit here and she can watch the birds flying back and forth and evaluating them. So she'll be here with her logbook, you know, check on the birds, see how it's doing, flight-wise, and then this is going to take a lot less stress on the birds, but it's going to take a lot less stress on Bo here. So she's going to be there. And hi, Nicole. Hi. You finally caught him. I think he's in pretty good shape if you don't have difficulty getting him.
Yeah. Now, normally when we are creancing a bird, we want to check a few little areas of the bird. Number one, we want to make sure that their feet look good. And we don't see anything called bumblefoot, which would be maybe a swelling or even some scarring from other injuries. And
Yeah, we're going to. Yeah.
these talons look good. They look real good. Okay, another area we look for is what we call the keel.
The plans and everything, got the material.
Every bird has a keel, and we want to be able to feel the keel. And we put a number to it. A 1 or 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. I say this one is about a 2.5. So it has not eaten yet. And when we do fly birds, we make sure that they have not had their daily meal, because that would weigh them down. That they could become lethargic. And then also we want to check to make sure their tail or their feathers look good. These are the flight feathers. You want to make sure that we don't see anything that looks like it has been destroyed, say, for example, by mites. That will really make it bad for the bird. Then we have to treat them for such.
Just get a little cockeyed there.
Now we just want to make sure that they don't have any blood feathers.
I'll go on this side.
So far, so good. These look, sometimes they get a little scraggly if they, let's say they were playing in the water or just jumping around and having fun or whatever they do, whatever birds do. But we just want to make sure that they're all in good shape. And this one is in good shape. Okay, now, what we do normally, if we were out on the field, we would have this bird tied up to what is called a reel and a line. They would have jesses on their feet, and actually the jesses would be going around their ankles, their leather, and then the jesses would come together with the swivel. Well, this bird doesn't have to do this in this type of a situation. We let the bird go and we see how they do. So we will fly this bird a few times down and back, okay? And I'm going to have Nicole start. We'll just have her start right in front of this bench. And just let this bird fly.
They like those bars.
They do, don't they?
But he flew well.
Yeah, he did.
No, he's not caught.
All we've got to do is see Nicole coming, and more than likely he'll snag himself off of there.
Climb up there, Nicole.
I'm not that good.
I'm gonna go out real quick.
Yeah, okay. Okay, well, while you're working on that, I'll go get the net.
Okay.
I'll go get the
Okay.
net where we left it.
I'm gonna just go down here with Nicole and see what she's doing.
Whoa.
No, you're not supposed to hit. Good job. So basically what he's doing, he's just hopping.
Louder. Say that again, a little louder.
He's just hopping from side to side, and that is an indication that he's not really ready to be released. Because we want to see that the bird can create some flight, some height flight, so he can fly.
I have a question for you, Bo.
Yep.
Somebody asked if you could explain the keel numbers.
Okay. The keel is very similar to what, let's say, we would call our chest, all right? And it is in the shape of a V, kind of like a tent, okay? And what it is that when the bird has had lots of food, let's say he's eating his dinner and he's done with that, and then we could check to see how his stomach is.
Hello, how you doing?
By this breastbone, by this feeling of what is, I'm just making it easier to remember, but more like a chest or a breastbone. And the numbers, I don't know how the numbers came up, but those numbers are used, seems like pretty universal, especially for birds of prey. But generally, if the bird can maintain a 3, that's good. That's good eating. Because if he's in with other birds, then you want that keel to maintain a good number, so that you can at least hope that the other birds are eating as well. They're all sharing the food. Hope that helps you with answering what a keel is.
Thank you.
So what do you think?
He's a little tired, so, and he's panting, so
Yeah.
he's probably not wanting to fly much longer.
Yeah, I think I think that's good.
Now, is this the one that has the cataracts?
No.
Okay.
He's the older bird.
That's the other bird?
No, this is
Okay.
This bird had a bruised keel.
Right.
The
That was the one with the big yellow bruise? Yep.
Yep. And I think that it was also one that when it came to ICU, that it had bullets.
Okay. Or pieces
Caused
of
by-
something in
yes.
it. Yeah. Yeah, she's not doing very well.
No.
Okay.
Nope.
All right. Well, she says, "Oh, that guy's got the net." Yeah. So, what happened to Monet? I thought Monet was going to take a flight or two.
Oh, on that I didn't hear.
I thought she was going to bring them out there. So, anyways, we're just learning about using these, and but you can see one of the things that we learned is that this bird tires very quickly.
Yeah.
So there's some other problems going on, but we wouldn't learn that if we're out there trying to do Creance flying, tying things to it. This way, the bird's a little bit more natural, running around, and he's learning what to do. He's been spending time in our rehab pens, but there isn't quite as much room there for them to really get some exercise. So,
So
anyway,
what Nicole is going to do is she's going to take hold of the bird and take the bird back to its renewed.
okay.
We have another question.
Oh, okay.
Somebody's asked because he's not flying high is showing that he isn't ready for release.
Right.
Right.
Right. At first, you could see that when we tossed him or released him, not necessarily tossed, but we released him, he flew high enough that he wound up on the side of the flight pen.
So he was up there about 14
We have
feet.
to be able to see that he's got enough endurance that he can fly from, say what we have here, a perch to perch or to this perch, and that he can circle around, that his wings are extended equally so that they're asymmetrical, and that his feet are up and not dangling. It's a lot easier to see whether or not the feet are up from this flight pen, because a lot of times we could confuse the
Drag
the
of the leash. Yep.
Yes, the drag of the leash, exactly. So this is great. I love this place.
Me too.
It's so
Me
nice
too.
For them.
But well, yeah, we have some improvements yet to make on it. We have we're going to be coloring in or painting in the back there, so you can't see out. You know, so you won't be confused. And so we have that. We got some water bowls to put in, and a couple of guide wires that are in here are going to be covered with tarp, so that the birds won't get interested in hanging up there, because this is going to be a far reach for you to get them down. But you can see what's going to be really beneficial to the birds, but it's also going to be beneficial to our crew, because
Absolutely.
So Bo can come in here with her Kindle and her Coke and her sandwich, and
That's right.
and just wait for these guys.
And just watch.
Yeah, just watch them go
Nice.
back and forth. And I think what you will find is that as the birds get a little more used to this, that they'll start moving back and forth quite easily. But right now it's kind of, this is new.
Yeah, it is new for this one. I think this one is a female. I don't really know for sure 100%. But I believe this bird also had a brood patch.
Okay.
And a brood patch, women, girls, the female birds, they will have those.
Yep, there it
okay?
is.
Here's the
Yep,
brood
there
patch.
it is. And so what that means is the bird will pull the feathers out so that the sheer skin just shows, so that they can get closer to their babies on their eggs, as
To the
far as
eggs,
laying,
yeah. So they
laying
get-
the eggs. So I refer to this one as a female, only because of that.
What is the length of this light pen?
It's 88 feet.
Okay. And our other one
It's
is,
going to be 140 feet.
wow.
So be quite substantially, we put, so everything just fits. So we're just above the floodplain, and so that's where we have to be, even though you can't imagine that this would interfere with any flooding, because it's all gravel, and the gravel will drain out, that kind of thing. And the nice thing about the gravel is that we can clean it up very easily, and all the detritus can all go to the bottom. And underneath this is a layer of fabric that they use for highways, and that'll keep critters from coming up. And so we have some, like I said, we have a few more things to do here. Like I said, some more perches, probably a couple perches on the side that they can hang on to. And the big thing though is the water and painting the two ends so that it doesn't look like they can see out. And of course that means that we have to walk around here to the side so we can see in. But if you notice, she didn't make any attempt to get out through the netting. She just tried to get out through the ends where she can see the trees and things. So,
Yeah.
and so all our birds, except maybe the small birds, we won't put the kestrels and the little screech owls in here. They're a little bit too small, and they won't quite fit through there, but they can get their heads through the netting. But out here, you can feel the breeze coming through here. Sunlight comes through here, which will help sanitize the ground. So this place will be much cleaner than what we've had before.
Well, this is awesome.
So this is awesome. Right? So maybe later on, maybe we'll have people with buckets of paint on the outside put murals on each of these panels. So
yeah.
there's a project for Nicole. Or somebody it might be, or maybe we'll get Kathleen's 7th or 8th grade class out here with murals on the side. Yeah, we could do that. So there's a lot of other little projects we can do to include more of the people out here. So how are we doing on time?
We're doing good. It's 1:40 now, so we're about 25
Okay.
minutes. We do
Okay.
have a question.
Okay.
Somebody asked about volunteering with us, and yes, we do need volunteers.
Yes.
Probably best way is to go to our website and click on the link that says volunteers and then fill out the form there. And the form will come to me, on Gigi. And and I'll get in touch with you. And I've been doing smaller volunteer orientations.
So everybody
During the
goes
week.
through an orientation program
Yes.
where they learn about the rules. There aren't a whole lot of them, but most of them concern the welfare of the animals and also the behavior of the people here working here. Only thing is you have to be 18 to volunteer directly. However, if you're a teenager and you can convince your mother and or father to come out with you, they can escort you out here and they can be part of the crew. And of course, if your parents are already members of Soarin Hawk and you're a teenager, yes, you're already included. But everybody has to go through the orientation so that they understand what the rules are. We don't make these rules up just because we're trying to be mean or anything like that, but we have to, we're constrained by the state and by the feds, and but we're also really constrained by the behavior of the birds. The birds come first, volunteers maybe second, okay? There's no fees or anything, but but it is nice when you get your nice spiffy Soarin Hawk polo or t-shirt or pullover or whatever it is that you get, jackets, hats. We have all kinds of stuff, so you can really turn out to be a spiffy member. But we have assignments for all kinds of people. We have IT people, we have feed and clean people, we have people who talk or do presentations. So we have all kinds of opportunities for people. A lot of much of the construction has been done on these panels and everything, or on the buildings was done by by members of Soarin Hawk. And some of the stuff, we did have some construction people come in, but we had Nicole up there. She was handling the steel here, throwing the steel up to the steel workers so they could, so she was huffing along there. So I think she's got her membership in United Steelworkers of America.
Who, Nicole?
Nicole, yeah.
Can I take this time real quick? Nicole just graduated from Ball State, and I don't know how else to say congratulations, but we're glad she's here. And with the COVID-19, it was, how graduations went, they didn't, so.
I'm sorry.
Yep. Congratulations, Nicole.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Yay.
Where was my audio person?
Yeah.
My audio person with the cheers.
Somebody asked how many hours per week do you recommend? I'd say that kind of depends on what you'd like to do with Soarin Hawk. When we have orientation, we talk about the different areas where you can volunteer. We rescue, work at our ICU, here for avian care, do Creance flying. So it all kind of depends on your schedule. We have crews here every day of the week because the birds need attention every day. It's various times throughout the week. So once you come to orientation and see what isn't, we do have to have, we offer for volunteer positions. You kind of decide where you'd like to start with us. Some people start out here with avian care, taking care of the bird pens and our ed birds. Some people start at the ICU. It all depends on what interests you.
Right. And the thing is that also, after you get acquainted with some of it, you may decide that it isn't your cup of tea. We have had some people come out and they discover what volunteers really do. I know a lot of it is they think most of us are all out there with birds on our arms, making presentations and letting the birds fly and all that. But a lot of it is some really serious work. Stuff. Some of the rescues get a little bit involved. We've had people have to go into lakes or rivers to go get the birds out. Sometimes they have to climb trees to get the birds down. So we have some stuff like that. Cleaning. That's always one of the things. It's just kind of like cleaning after your kids and or your little brother or sister. There's always something that has to be taken care of. Maintenance, things get worn out. Things need to be taken care of. So we have construction people, And most of it's all simple stuff, but it's just that it should be taken care of. You just can't let it sit too long. Otherwise, it'll get broken further. We have some people for IT that we're working with, trying to get us a little bit more modernized so that people don't have to have everything down on paper. They can use their iPhones or their cell phones, whatever, their smartphones for communicating and learning what's going on. Also, to get their schedule, most of our scheduling now is, the other way. Well, we're locked in now. Okay.
Let's see you fly, Bob.
So some of the things like our assignments and stuff are all done electronically now, so people can clock in, clock out, and so we're getting all our medical records are kept on computers. So we have that. So anytime we want to research something, we can look right in there, and the programs are designed so that if there's certain types of information that we're requiring from a lot of different birds, we can extract that very quickly. So we have lots and lots of jobs for people. There's no set time for a lot of these activities, so it's up to the lead people or the agreement of the people on the teams. You will be assigned to a leader, and the leader will see that you get trained properly in the activities that you're doing. And with our new facility now, there's a roof over us almost all the time, so we don't have to worry about getting wet or drenched or snowed on or that kind of thing. And we do have a building we're going to, okay? And the biggest thing of all, we have indoor toilets now. so that's going to make a lot of difference to a lot of people. So we sometimes talk about the bad old days, but now it's getting quite modern and quite taking care of quite a few of the problems. So anyways, go onto our website, go onto the volunteer page, and then sign up. Gigi will get a hold of you, and when they have the next orientation, then you can come to the orientation, learn what we're about, learn what the rules are, because there is, like I said, we are beholden to the state and to the feds for our licensing and for keeping these birds. And so we want to keep everybody happy. We don't want to break any rules. And also, we don't want to encourage people into having, if you will, bad behavior. No bunny huggers here. We're all here to get the birds in and out. Take care of them, repair them, and out they go. So, any other questions?
No other questions.
Yeah, the great news for you volunteers who are looking, they're going to start paving the parking lot tonight. So finally,
Yay.
we're going to get that, but it hasn't been really a problem. But it's going to be nice to have a parking lot, and then probably on Saturday we'll give a bucket of paint to Nicole and a couple of the others, and they can paint white lines on there. And I have promised Pam that she gets a double white line for her, so she can get that Volkswagen parked sideways. And that's just a rank joke. We're only kidding with you, Pam. So any other questions? Okay.
No, I don't think any
next week
questions.
we'll come back out here, and I think we'll probably have some announcements about the eagle owl and what's going to be happening with the eagle owl, and getting the name for it. But you can see that the eagle owl, I call him, or call her, no, it's
Him.
It's him. Call him Nonami. That's Noname. Nonami. Okay.
Today I'm calling him Chewy.
Oh, you're gonna call him Chewy? Yeah.
Today, yesterday and today, Chewy stuck.
So he's Chewy. Yeah.
Yeah, well, he kind of makes a little sound when he's hungry, so. And he's big and reminds me of Chewbacca.
Okay. Anything else? Nope.
Nope.
Okay. Back to work for the rest of us. Okay. let's get go out there and as you put down her margaritas and just take it easy.
Yeah. All righty.
All right, we'll see you next week.
Okay.
And we'll have more things going on. We don't know what's going to happen next week, but
Put me in the cage.
we're in the cage. Yeah. And
Or the net.
so next week, I know that we're going to have a special coming up. We're going to have a big release of kestrels. We have about 7 baby kestrels right now. 6 of them are ready to go. They've demonstrated that they can catch live food. That was Mouse College. It was smart for the birds, not so smart for the mice. But anyways, we have entered them into Mouse College, all gained weight. So now we know that they can all catch food on their own. And so now it's to be released this coming weekend. And so we're going to record that as a special event. And then next week you can tune in to watch to see how our kestrels do when they depart from us. They are more than ready to go. And so it was going to be great to get them back to where they came from, or just back out into the farmlands and doing the job they're supposed to do, of eating those mice. You know, they eat 1 mouse a day. You know, that's 365 mice a year. That's a lot of mice that they take care of for the farmers and for you fastidious homeowners, you know, who don't like to have mice in their house. Okay.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
We'll see you.
Thank you.
Bye.
See you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Stay tuned for some bad words.
Hang on. There we go.